Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Noor Arif Daniel bin Muhammad Zamri, and today I will present about the fractional distillation. So, let's go. Introduction of the distillation. The distillation is a common process that we can see in the chemical industry. So, distillation process basically a process to separate a mixture. So, the mixture will be separated into two or more products. So the mixture feed which must be in liquid or vapor mixture. So the distillation process commonly give a two product, which is the top product and the bottom product. So the bottom product is almost a liquid, and the distillate, which is the top product, may be a liquid, a vapor, or both. So the key factor for this distillation process to happen is the difference between the boiling point of the component in the mixture. So it is really important to know what is component in the mixture and the boiling point that we want to set for the distillation column. So the fractional distillation. So what is the fractional distillation? So fractional distillation is involve the returning of the portion which is the returning of the distillate, which is the top product, go back to the distillation. So the top product will go through about a few process with distillation process until the perfect ratio of the sample we get. So what is the difference between simple and the fractional distillation? So the simple distillation is no liquid is allowed to return to the single stage still to contact the rising water. So for the fractional distillation involve the returning of the portion of the condensate to the still. So which means the difference between these two is the returning of the portion go back to the distillation process. So for this example for this fractional distillation, I go through the ethanol water distillation. So the mixture of water and ethanol can be separated by using the fractional distillation due to the different in boiling point. So as I mentioned earlier, the key factor is the difference between the boiling point. So we know that ethanol and water is two different systems, which is alcohol and water. So the alcohol have a more lower boiling point than water. So for this ethanol, the boiling point is 70 degrees Celsius and the water is 100 degrees Celsius. So ethanol water distillation. So when go used to the distillation column, the feed must be a mixture of liquid or vapor mixture. So in this case we use liquid. So the mixture will feed into the distillation column, and distillation column will set to the ethanol boiling point, which is the lower boiling point in this mixture. So when the distillation column is tight to boil the ethanol to reach the ethanol boiling point, the ethanol will go vaporize first and go through up to the distillation column and be collected as the top product. So as I mentioned earlier, the top product we call as the distillate. For this fractional distillation, the distillate will go back to the distillation column and go through a few times until the perfect ratio of the ethanol that we want. And we can test the ratio using the top sample we collect at the distillation column. So for the good distillation of ethanol is we get at distillate, which is 95% of ethanol and 5% of water. So the water, which is the highest component in boiling point between these two mixture, so it will be collected as the bottom product. So we know that bottom product always in liquid. So the water will be collected because the set of the distillation column did not reach the water boiling point, so the water remain as a liquid. So a good distillation process. A good distillation process will produce a mixture of 95% of alcohol and 5% of water. This ratio represents the most pure of ethanol possible, which distillation is widely accepted as an industrial standard. So this fractional distillation is really important. When we use a simple distillation, we cannot get the perfect ratio, which is 35% ratio of alcohol when we use the distillation process. So this fractional distillation is really give a big impact because the distillate will go through back to the distillation process to make sure there is no water in the distillate. So one more important thing in the distillation process is the exotropic. Exotropic distillation process, the mixture that want to be separate must be exotropic. So the mixture is add the entrainer to speed up the exotropic. So for the ethanol distillation, we use benzene as the entrainer to be added to this process. So greater the exotrop, greater the separation can be. So what is important of ethanol? Ethanol is used widely in chemical industry. Ethanol used as the solvent in the chemical synthesis process, additive for the automotive gasoline and the petroleum feedstock. So for the conclusion, the fractional distillation is good for the separation process because combined for the simple distillation, the fractional is more suitable to use in the industry because we want the best product to produce. So the key factor of this process is different boiling point in the mixture. So first step, we must know the boiling point of the mixture before we can use this distillation process. So then the exotrop distillation process to make sure the mixture is allowed to separate. So if the mixture is not exotrop, it's not possible to separate this process. So it's for me. Thank you.